Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to our Japan playthrough Victoria 3. It does not get boring, does it? A foot in a sea of anger for our revolution right now, which I think is going to break out now. And mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Kansai, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within, while the guards are staving off attacks for now. If no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to the insurrectionists. And progress to civil war is reduced here with a very high chance. A few more radicals we get, but at this point it doesn't really matter that much. Now I'm still pushing the law agrarianism. We're still in the process of trying this. We need to. It's the only path forward if we want to go for proper taxation and also better rights for the workers. We need to get away from traditionalism, and it's also one of our major goals that we have, right? The end of Sakoku. So does not have traditionalism enacted anymore. Retire the samurai, that's something we can't do right now because I cannot throw the samurai out of the government while there is a revolutionary movement going on. And industrialization of Japan is still progressing fairly quickly, so we're at 40% here. So I'm fairly confident we can finish all 3 restoration missions pretty soon. Urbanization of Japan is also coming along really well. We're at 60% out of the 75% that we need. And also we just need a building then with a level 10 in an urban center, like a university, for example. So this is also not so bad. Yeah, if it weren't for the revolutions, that is, right? And in that case, they are extreme. It's an extreme political movement here. It also leads to a lot of radicalization because of this consumption-based taxation. Now, don't get me wrong. Once we have consumption-based taxation, we probably go bankrupt for good. I don't think we could survive it. I think what we could try is we could amass a bit of more gold, so that once we're forced to enact this one here, we can survive perhaps a year or two. In that year, we would need to switch then right away to the other taxation system that we have, right? So the land-based one, away from agrarianism. Then once we have this enacted, of course, that's the major thing here. So I'm still hoping for something here that we can fight this for good. Revolution-wise, we could still win this revolution too, right? Let's go ahead and also improve or, yeah, train a few more soldiers, I think. So we have the skirmish infantries right now. With the line infantry, we got some artillery, don't really have artillery input. We have the weapons, right? And we can go ahead with, oops, nope, not here, not in Hokkaido, please. Let's get rid of that again. But once again, not in Kansai anymore. This is also something we actually need to change because right now we have, of course, the capital is now in Edo, right? So down here, this is my capital. So if we have a revolution breaking out in Kansai, actually, those soldiers will join, right? So most of them will then join. We could also check it out. Petite bourgeoisie, Haimin. We do also have the wrong generals here, so we would need to change that. Let's get one intelligentsia in. He's reserved. And I will also throw this guy out there, right? Because I really, really don't want to have... I can't do that. They're not insurrectionary. So right now I will not be able to do this. I was hoping that we could actually move him out. Oh, this is pretty cool. The modern sewage has been researched and unlocked. With that is the creation of specific tunnels and pipes to remove refuse from a city, leading to a better standard of living. And this has massive effects. It increases my construction capacity, construction sector level, max level that we have, and also it gives me more infrastructure per population that we have. Very cool and important one that we have. All right, let the procession go ahead. A good chance that, yeah, we kind of like tone it down on the revolution again. If we just let them march, that's fine. You can do this. Next up, water tube boiler would be my go-to here. This once again unlocks new work modes then for my factories. One thing I should check out though is we have finished it already, so I can go ahead with it, right? Because we have the atmospheric engine, and there was the event that we finished. It would actually disband, or it would actually, well, can't be cancelled when we go for the water tube boiler, but we can do this now safely. Alright, come on. We got 35% enactment chance here now. And of course it was not successful. It's another setback that we get out of this one here. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of agrarianism have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a new halt. And enactment time gets increased Or we also get just enactment time increased. We also gain some more bureaucracy. And bureaucrats in Kanto become more, yeah, radical. It's not that many though that we would get out of this. Major change, since the Haimin do like us a bit now, with approval rating of +6, they left the enact consumption-based taxation. That means the revolution lost a lot of steel there, or steam, with only the petite bourgeoisie now in the way here. So there is of course also a chance I could make him a bit happier. So getting him into the army would make here's by the way kidney stones is a constant excruciating pain. That's probably why he's so angry. And they are very, yeah, they're not very big though, right? This cloud here, it's only 14% and it's only 240,000 people. So yeah, this actually was a major shift for us, that the revolution might actually not be as severe as we think right now. That's a pretty great thing. Fieldworks, army defense modifier, thank you very much. That was out of inspiration. Since the Haimin left, I would like to do something risky in order to get things moving again here, and I would like to put them in the government and only them, right? It's the only option we have right now. The samurai would get a bit more legitimacy out of that, but other than that, that's it, right? The monks perhaps together, but I think, no, they're not working well together, right? So with the Haimin, it's an illegitimate government for now, but only for a short time. What we finish right away though is the end of the samurai, and I would like to go ahead with this. And this actually finishes one of the missions. Restoration, retire the samurai completed. And with that, the fall of the samurai has succeeded in... Japan has succeeded in reforming the armed forces and putting an end to the backward system of feudalism. The samurai warrior caste seemingly no longer have a place within our modernizing society. Let them keep their status as officers and nobles. We do actually lose military research. And the era is over. The interest group will be reorganized into the armed forces. 80% of Japanese officer pops in Empire Japan become radical. So this is, of course, coming at a cost as well. And I guess Soroku Nabeshima is going to commit seppuku. That's what you should do as a samurai. He's liked, actually. That's a problem. Might be a problem for us. We do get a few more officer radicalization, but it's really a tiny, tiny fraction of our population. So the end of the samurai is over. We didn't even gain any radicals with that. And this is the end, really. I think we still have them, though, as armed forces now, right? So that's a new government here now. We can get them in again. This would make them... this would at least give me an unacceptable government again. It's not an illegitimate, though. And there's really nothing, no other combination I could do here, right? It's a bit of a problem with the industrialists. We would still have unacceptable, but the industrialists at least are supporting a few laws that I would like. So with that, we have now the industrialists in the government and the armed forces, and the samurai are gone. And this is a major step forward in our Komei restoration. We have finished that step now. It was risky, but I think it comes without any additional revolutionary tendencies here. That's the important thing. With that, we are also now at 45% enactment chance again, because my government is more legitimate now. Very good. Agrarianism has moved to the adoption phase, and I'm confident that we can actually finish this soon now. And there it is, also the water tube boiler for my paper mills, steel mills, my motor industry. This is going to be pretty important, and also unlocks the condensed engine pumps for my mines. And with that, we can go ahead. Where do we have high mining? For example, here, of course, in Tohoku, we have a 37, and we can go ahead and go for the condensed diesel engine, condensing engine pump, actually, sorry. And this one increases my tool consumption, my coal consumption, which are still staying rather stable on the price, but it would output way more iron than before the 740. And the problem with that is, of course, as we can also see, the price for iron on the market will go down and even lower. That means those mines will probably not be, profitable anymore, right? So we need to keep this profitable somehow. So I could try to get my construction capacity up so we consume more iron. I could also try and build more mills, like the steel mills, where we have a level 2 now for the basic steel production that we have now enabled. This is very important because of the engines we need to build then soon. I still need to wait for some more vacancies here to be filled, though. We could already change this for, a bit more iron produces more steel. That's definitely fine for me, because iron, we need to kind of keep the demand up there somehow. We've also had reports from every pirate and public arm in Kansai have set their government against itself. Tokugawa has a simple demand: hand over government to the people. What? And we must replace these reports. Change of the okay. Tokugawa gets the trade arrogant. That's not so bad. Petite bourgeoisie. Arrogant actually gives him a lesser legitimacy. And we would lose some bureaucracy. And we get the urban center tax. Oh, this is not good. It ought to be a charge with fraud. Let's go ahead with that. Alright, a new research. We do have a lot of stuff open here now. Thanks to the university. It doesn't take that long for these. We also still have the canneries and the crystal glass here that would lead to the mechanized workshops. Then that's actually pretty important. So I would like to go ahead with the crystal glass. It only takes me a couple of months really to finish this. And then I might actually go with the corporate charters. This would unlock the companies that will need to boost our economy. So let's go ahead and also get the corporate charter on its way now. With that, it only takes a couple of months really. So nothing of that would really take years or so. We're at 50% enactment chance. I still have low hopes for this. And there it is. Finally, the peasant revolt is upon us. A revolution has started. And we'll just see how it goes. I think it's not going to go so well, right? So we have our troops here with 10 battalions available right now. And hopefully we are mobilizing them, of course, right away. Even though we don't need to do this in the opening phase, but I'm pretty sure we're going to war with them. And they have no soldiers at the moment available. So none of the battalions joined them, actually, I think. This is a good thing for us. The law enactment still continues there, so 50% chance. I mean, not that the game gives me any favors, so this might work out for us or not. Rather not, right? I mean, 50%. Why should it be successful? We lose some. A visiting dignitary from France has been murdered in Edo restaurant. It is suspected that this was an attempt to sabotage a trade agreement that would bring Empire of Japan out of its isolated state. We must get to the bottom of this. 20% enactment time increase. And more political movement reduction though. Because they get the murder investigation. This is not so bad. Convict a law student as a scapegoat. We would lose some relationship with France, which is not bad, honestly. So we don't really have anything with them right now. So it wouldn't do that much. And Empire of Japan gets the legal scapegoat. That's actually 10% enactment chance increase. I'm going with that. We need to be a bit ruthless here. Poor law student. And that's okay. Alrighty. We are moving towards war. That's going to be fine. So this will once and for all end this revolutionary movement. Also, the radicals have dropped massively by 5 million with that. Because most of them, don't like wars. And we should crush them quickly. I'm speeding up time here real quick because there's not that much we can do right now. I could, of course, go for some construction. We don't have a lot of capacity since half of Japan is now at revolution again with us. And we are now in the escalation phase. So this is going to start now. And then my troops should hopefully also... Yep, they're fully mobilized. So we can use them now along the front line then. Deploy to the front. There it is. And it should start now. There it is. We're at war. To arms. Off you go. My troops should arrive. There they are. And we are now entering our own territory, so to speak. It's just lovely, really. If you look at it closely there. The graphics are beautiful, really detailed. Some trainees. And yeah, some soldiers. Slaughtering everyone in their way. Hopefully not too many. We're at 60% chance now that this is also getting successful. I'm still having my doubts, of course. And yeah, we're moving through the country there. Radical Empire of Japan has been almost fully conquered now, once more. I don't think we have a lot of casualties. Only 2% at this point here. There's some minor fighting going down here. And I think up there we have everything anyway under our control. And with that, yeah, probably over then really quickly. The same goes hopefully with the law enactment. And then things should actually look a bit better again for us. 60% chance. Law adoption. to finally end traditionalism. And we're continuing to advance. Holy cow. Holy cow, we have it. It's done. Right. We are closing in on traditionalism, so it's gone. And yeah, agrarianism, of course, is not my major favorite thingy here, right? But that's it. That's about as far as we can go to finally end this one. And with that, we also, that's pretty important here, continue onwards on our restoration. So we have now not have traditionalism enacted anymore. So the other thing is then the closed border, that the law that we have right now. And this will be probably also a bit more difficult to control here. So the Haimin actually oppose this one strongly. Yeah, a lot of people do. So this would be a long process there once more. But of course, we can get to this point sooner or later. Right now, we need to win the war. That's the important thing. I think we're still fighting there in some lower areas there. Russia damaging relationships. That's not so bad. Let's actually improve it with RAM. And how's it looking with Spain there right now? They're reputable. They're cautious towards us. We could also improve our relation with them a bit. We have still enough influence to do this as well. They're losing momentum now. I think down here, this is actually fine. And yeah, we just need to wait it out now for them to really lose their morale completely. And then we can finally look towards economic advancement again. There's the capitulation. And with that, Radical Japan is once again part of our Japan. We're once again united. And the movement is gone now. So in that case here, hopefully we continue now towards a more prosperous future again. And with that, we still have some devastation that we need to fight. That's okay. It's going away now eventually. One of the new laws I would definitely like to push now is the public schools. So this one here has a pretty good chance that it gets successful. It's also being endorsed by the major powers of my area. Only the Shinto monks would oppose this one, so I don't expect a lot of damage here. We do, however, also get a load of bonuses for the intelligentsia that would endorse this, the trade unions and the industrialists. We would lower radicalization with that, and we will also get a few more bonuses in. Plus, also we get a new institution then. So let's start the enactment process. And the most prominent members of Kansai high society have been seen organizing luxurious parties in the new and lavish urban buildings. Oh, look at that, all the bonuses. Let them celebrate. And yeah, the upper and middle strata become more loyalist, and also 10% of them, right? And radicals continue to drop now, and loyalists continues to climb again. So this is all very good now for us. Looking towards our economy, it's in shambles after all of this, and it's going to take a while for this to pick up again. One thing I could try is to lower my construction material costs there further. That's the iron and wood. However, we should also, start the market there again a bit. We do need more clothes for sure. This should not increase the price. We also have more wheat that we need, and grocers once more. Plus, I would like to work a bit more on engines, right? Since we have some basic steel production, I would also like to go ahead with the motor industry now that we can start. I would like to do this in Tohoku because we already have the steel mills here as well. And then we should also go a bit into fertilizing. So this is where, I do have probably in Shikoku, right? This would actually be a good area. Think for it. We got the workforce here. Let's start with the fertilizing industry. There it is, fertilizer plant. This will make it possible to boost my farms more. So those two I definitely want to push out there now. And with a new university, we also finished the philosophy department. That was another journal that we had. And we have secured funding for philosophy departments in all of our institutions of higher learning. The University of Kanto has chosen to focus this funding on advancing Hegelian dialects. And we get 25% university building throughput for 5 years. Thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. Very good. That's that. Now, economy-wise, we are very stable again. I'm happy to report. We actually can live on medium taxes for now. I've also increased the military budget to the highest again. This doesn't really cost me anything because we don't have a big military, but it is improving the armed forces approval rating significantly. And with that, we also have a very good legitimate government now, because basically everyone is happy with us right now. So this is fine. It's all coming back again, hopefully. And the GDP is continuing to grow after a massive dip. You can see the two dips of revolution that we had in our history now. had massive effects, of course, because we were separated, or put into half, and now we're having a steep growth right now. I'm also building more construction sectors. Some are destroyed in the industry, so in that case here, more capacity we need again, plus we can afford it. We also need a few more government administrations to get the bureaucracy back on track, and also reduce tax waste, because at this point we actually get some decent taxation out. Some textile mills we need for my population, because we are rather low on that, and I would really like to push a few more government or construction sectors then as well here. And we have public schools. It was that easy this time. That law was really smooth, and with that we get education access and assimilation on top of everything. We could go ahead with the next law right away, of course we want to. And I would like to use the momentum we have right now to go for the per capita taxation. This is a really important step forward. Not only do we get more taxes out of it, but my most important interest groups like this one, we get endorsements on 4 of them, and only 2 of them disagree. That's the landowners. They have a really important clout though, right? We would lose their approval rating there quite a bit. And the trade unions that are marginalized, they really don't care it, but I don't care about them. The other ones like it. We do get some additional bonuses there, and I think this is also going to go smoothly, even though we do have quite the opposition there, honestly, that is coming with this as well. So we'll just see how this goes. Chance of success should be pretty high overall. Building wise, 95 we have. This we finish quickly. We're full on the gold reserve right now. I need to get a bit negative there again to use that gold that we have for investments. That's one government construction sector, so we definitely need to breach the 100 again, and then I would like to push towards 120 on construction. So from now on, we should have a very steep growth rating overall that I'm expecting there, of course. Alright, of course, the shogunate, or the old shogunate, the landowners don't like it so much. Their support is though minimal, and we also have basically no radicals at this point, so that's something we can live off. Very good so far. That was very turbulent times behind us now. That's very turbulent times behind us, and hopefully we continue towards a very prosperous future. With that, we've also gotten rid of all the old ways, right? The samurai gone, the shogunate is gone, and traditionalism has been abolished. And with that, very important milestones for the Empire of Japan have been laid out. It's 1874, and we are on a very good track to finish the restoration soon. Stay tuned!